It's interesting how just in a few short years, it's gone from, you know, let us just visit our loved ones in the hospital or whatever, which nobody was ever opposed to. Nobody was opposed to letting a gay person visit their loved ones in a hospital. That never was part of anything. And now it's you will watch gay content all the time and you will like it, you bigot, or else. And that's a whole different ballgame. That is forcing uh, weird, depraved sexuality on people, trying to force people into these lifestyles. It is psychological manipulation, and it's ugly, and it's happening in video games and comics and novels and movies right now before our very eyes. What's happening in the Spider-Man game with this recent banning is terrible, and it needs to stop. People need to be able to get away from their LGBTQ programming. It's crazy what's happening at this point, and I don't know that anybody else is going to report on this, so stay tuned for what this is about in just a second. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and of course, I've got my beautiful alternative towards Marvel and DC. Those corporate comics are just schlock at this point that are trying to program you for their social justice and woke causes. We are trying to tell stories that are fun. We are trying to tell action adventure stories, and you're going to love Overmind. This is a pre-order store right now. We just finished up our Kickstarter, getting ready with everything. We're going to be printing this very soon and good to go. That link's in the description below. And on this page, I've got all my other books on here. I've got 17 novels, 43 comics, a lot of stuff for you to choose from. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for supporting alternative media. All right, the story of the day, Spider-Man Remastered modder gets banned over a mod that replaces LGBT flags. Yes, they put this remastered version of Spider-Man in there, and they've got like a bunch of gay pride flags all over it. Of course, in the background, just the little programming of you. That's what they want to do. They want to program you into these lifestyles. They want to program your children into these lifestyles, most importantly. And of course, somebody was a modder, and he's just like, okay, I can take this out real quick. We can play the game. We can have fun with Spider-Man just like we used to. We can enjoy our vidya without the homosexual propaganda, and they can't have that. You must comply, is what these fascist homosexuals are doing these days. And here we go. Not long after the non-Newtonian New York mod was established, it started getting noticed and soon got pulled from Nexus Mods. Yes, this mod website couldn't handle the fact that they just took out LGBT flags and replaced them with American flags. The maker of the Spider-Man Remastered mod was banned from Nexus Mods, with a rep from the mod portal confirming the user and mod have been removed and banned as they are, quote, no longer welcome on Nexus. Unless you're flying the pride flag, you're not welcome. You want to talk about diversity and inclusivity? They don't have that these days. It is one state of mind, and that state of mind is you better drop to your knees and get ready because we're coming for you and your children. That's what it's about these days. Absolutely crazy. As with anything of this nature, once the mod was published and users had it, it has since been rehosted numerous times, just not on the massive modding community like Nexus Mods. User responses to the mod itself and its prompt removal varied from based to some being upset that the mod existed in the first place. And naturally, some were upset that the mod was pulled. Regardless, the entire debacle once again brings up the debate over not only an owner's right to a product they own, let alone free speech. Does a mod that swaps one flag for another fall under protected speech? Obviously it does, and people should be able to just use the games how they want to. If they don't want the woke content, they can easily remove it and just have their fun time in their escapism game like Spider-Man. God, just let them do it. Like, why does that bother you? Why do they have to conform? Why do they have to stare at your gay flags all day long? It's very bizarre trying to force people into these kind of mentalities. But that's exactly what's going on, and this is exactly why we call these people groomers at this point, because that's what it is. Whether it's two adults or two children, that's what they want to do. The end result is they want to groom everyone into these lifestyles so it can be one giant depraved orgy all the time. They want to ostracize Christians. They want to ostracize Muslims. They want to ostracize just people who are opposed to these degenerate lifestyles. Normal people, families, children. And they want to do so for control at the end of the day of all entertainment and media. Well, that's why we have alternatives now, and that's exactly why we're no longer paying attention to stuff like Spider-Man, like Star Wars, or any of the other woke entertainment that Disney or Sony or Warner Brothers is producing out there. These corporations have gone too far, And we need to have our freedom of choice at this point, and you have it, my friends. So make sure to support alternative media like Overmind. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Should this mod be allowed? Obviously. If you don't think so, then I don't know why you're commenting on my video. All right, we'll be back soon.